But with our back up against the wall, we were 4-6, and they had to get it done. They went out on the field. They operated without a net. They did a great job of finishing the season up the right way, and then came here, and I couldn't be more proud of the way they focused, the way they were dialed in. We've been saying for about the last 3 days, I know SMU's got a great offensive football team, but I think we'll play really well. All we can do is control what we can control, and I felt like that was our energy, our focus, our attention to detail, and I certainly felt like these players, like I said, couldn't be more proud of them for what they were able to accomplish out there on the field. As coaches, we get way too much credit in a win. Because these are the guys that are out there on the field. The way DeMar has grown as a sophomore from turning the ball over 7 times in the first 2 games. You thought I forgot about that? To the way that he has played the second half of the season, the control of the offense, the decision-making, what he's doing right now as a quarterback as just a sophomore. I'm definitely excited about the future. And, again, these are 2 guys that you have a sophomore and a true freshman, and Amik Robertson that may be one of the most competitive individuals that I've ever been around. And I say that from everywhere that I've coached, everywhere that I've been. The guy is an unbelievable competitor. If you said we were going to go play this game in the parking lot, he would have been just as focused and dialed in with what he did. And I'm just really proud of both of these young men. And really, I think when you look at players like this, I think the future at Louisiana Tech is an extremely bright with young men like this.
We'll open the questions to our student athletes first, DeMar and Amik, and then we'll go with Coach the Raptors. Open the questions for our players first. We'll bring the microphone over to you.
Hey, Amik, you guys had 6 turnovers on the defensive side, including your pick 6. What did you guys work on that allowed you to just have so many opportunities in this game?
Coach Baker came out with a great game plan to try to not give up those big plays. So I give all the credit to him. Like, the whole defense just did their job, and we just came out successful.
Here you go. First, to Amik, on the defensive side of things, was it difficult at all to prepare for them, kind of not with what they went through, with them changing coaching staffs and just kind of just planning for this? Obviously, you had the success, but just going into this week and kind of not knowing what they would bring, was it difficult at all?
Not really. They give us a while to kind of game plan, and I knew Coach Baker and Coach Curtis, those are some great coaches. I knew they was gonna come up with a great game plan to not be able to, like I said before, to give up those big plays, and everybody was just dialed in. You know, we had plenty of time to be able to focus up.
DeMar, how much confidence do you get as an offense when you see what your defense is doing there?
It feels great. You know, defense put us in great situations. They scored the ball when they caught interceptions, and just going out there having great field position, and it gives our offense a boost of confidence. You know, we already in the red zone, so the only thing we got to do is just put the points on the board.
Robinson, looks like you guys were a step ahead on defense all night long. Kind of knew where Hicks was going with the ball. He was behind with his passes. You know, good pressure on him. That made a difference, right? I mean, obviously,
Yes,
it seemed like you guys. Was he showing something that you guys were seeing, jumping routes and stuff like that?
He had a lot of mistakes watching film, he made a lot of mistakes. We had probably about 9 picks coming into this game. He had about 9 picks. But he could have had more than that, you know. So at the end of the day, we knew he was gonna make mistakes. All we had to do was just stay focused, dialed in, and just everybody just do their job, and eventually those plays will come.
Amik, you had such a stellar freshman season. How did this year kind of compare to your own expectations coming into Ruston?
Not at all. My expectations was way higher. I left a lot of players out on the field that I would say, the team wouldn't say, but I would say caused us, you know, to not really have the season that we're supposed to have. But at the end of the day, I just had to put it behind me and, you know, like look forward. Like, you know, at the end of the day, I knew coming into this game, you know, they had those big names, Sutton and Trey Quinn. So I knew that not only me but the defense we had a point to prove, you know. So at the end of the day, I knew like we was gonna come out with the victory. Everybody just do their job.
For both of you guys, how does this win change how you guys look back at the season?
I know for one, it put a great taste in our mouth. Nobody expected to be in the situation we was in, and as a football team at La Tech, we have a high standard for our team, and we didn't do that. But coming into this game and getting this victory meant a lot, and it'll be a great offseason. But we still got work to do.
I would say it was a statement game. Looking at ESPN, it kind of lit a fuel to us because we wasn't really mentioned that much. All we heard about was SMU, the power offense. So this game was maybe a statement game. It boosted our confidence up for next year, especially with those younger guys coming in. So expect us to have a very successful season next year.
Right in the front row.
How much did the fumble on the very first play kind of get the energy going?
Oh yeah, it had us pumped. I was so pumped. I was trying to run to the end zone, but Coach Big was like, you got to celebrate with your team. But at the end of the day, that was kind of a boost for us, especially for the offense. Giving them that great field position.
Any other questions for our student athletes, Amik or Jamar? No? Gentlemen, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very much.